I believe the first two volumes of the Holy Bible, the Old Testament and the New Testament, are books that mix fact, fiction, and truth, mythology and reality, life as it actually is, and life as we wish it was. I believe the narrators of the books are unreliable, and that the narrators of the Gospels of Christ are unreliable. I believe the first two volumes of the Holy Bible were written by people like me, storytellers, who wanted to create some piece of work that made sense of the world they lived in, and created a framework for how to exist in that world. I believe these books should never be considered pure fact or literal truth, but works of art. And just as any great work of art does, they should influence lives and change them and make them better, but they should not rule them. This book, the final testament of the Holy Bible, is an attempt to tell the story of what it might be like if the Messiah, or Christ returned, was actually alive and living in New York in the 21st century. What would that person be like? What would that person believe in? How would that person live? How would we know that this person was divine? In writing the book, I consulted with rabbis, Catholic priests, evangelical pastors, neurosurgeons, trauma surgeons, lawyers, the police, mental health experts. My goal was not to retell the story of Christ. That has been done, and done well, can't be improved. My goal was to create a new mythology, one that is relevant in a world with nuclear weapons, advanced physics, the internet, genetic testing and manipulation. A world where we know homosexuality is not a decision, and a world where women have the right to choose how they live. My goal was to create a mythology, to tell a story, to make a work of art that made sense in a world where we know things that people and writers 2,000 years ago could never have known or even imagined. Whether I was able to do it will be determined by you, the readers, and by time, and by history.